I support that. So, and I don't, whether or not down the road we look at interaction between public law enforcement and private security, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to make those types of judgments. I don't want to even pretend that I can say, oh, private security would be fine for this, or it's equal to 2 officers. Like, this isn't the time to have that discussion.
Yeah,
we can have that discussion, but Rebecca's right, it has not come before us, so I'm not even gonna entertain those. So those would be I would support the motion that's recommended, and I believe we have a motion that's recommended, but it's not on the floor, but.
On the floor.
Yeah, but I support the motion that came forward with the staff input, and I would support that at this time with the sponsors of the event taking on that overtime cost.
Question.
Trustee Moore?
The east side of the street going north from the cornerstone is in Whitefish Bay. Who controls the east side of the street up to Glendale? Is that their jurisdiction?
I believe that's actually theirs, but I thought it went to the edge of the road, didn't it, Chief?
Whitefish Bay's got no issue with it though.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I did hear that.
If we're extending the premise,
that
extending
way.
the premises beyond liquor.
But I thought doesn't Shorewood have the road to them, but they've got the houses?
It's a boundary street, so both jurisdictions have control over that. Now, as far as the liquor license, that's a good question. I can't attest to that.
We won't be taking it down there where that barrier is anyway. That's why we're gonna have the security guards before it goes over into the Whitefish Bay area.
And you're gonna have the people at the corner
On the
of
corners.
Kensington watching, exiting.
just for coming in and out. Yeah,
Okay.
7%. Yeah, absolutely. But it only benefits us that in the long run as well.
I would make a motion to,
I don't know what comment. I didn't get to do my comments yet, but is that okay is everyone okay before we do a motion? Just, we might have to change it. So, everyone stated what they're kind of feeling. This is a private event. Having a police officer, 2 police officers overtime for an 8-hour period seems not a great use of their time. We have a lot of things going on in the village that are public that we could utilize overtime with our police officers for traffic enforcement, which we hear constantly from our residents. And so if we wanted to utilize police time, 8 hours of standing at a private event is probably not top of my list for a public safety officer. So saying that, I'm used to, in the city of Milwaukee and some other close by areas, that they do hire private security guards for that purpose, that you're not utilizing, our officers. If you're utilizing overtime, that means that those have been on a shift that is not day shift. And now if a big event happens publicly, then, I feel like they're there, there's better use of their time. So if it's a private event, and I just did not, I appreciate you bringing it to our attention. I just had never thought about requiring that private security could do that. And then the police officers who are on duty respond to any call. Any call, they're already on duty. We have how many officers a shift in Shorewood? Whatever that shift is, any call that comes into them, they have to respond to no matter what. That's what we pay our taxpayer money for. So I have changed my mind, and that's great because we haven't established a policy yet, but I do feel that private security for this type of event is perfectly fine and probably most appropriate. And the only question I had that wasn't answered yet is the picnic benches. So and maybe this is for for Rebecca. Our application for special privileges of this type actually has a box that says, "Do you need picnic tables?" And so I don't know where that change come from, and I'm looking for some background, probably from the business owner, and then what we're thinking.
Wait, honestly, we had no idea because we checked it. And last time we actually brought a bunch, we actually gave some to the city. So we've always checked them. They've always been great, but I guess the lady at DPW is she did audit this time, said she wasn't going to do it.
I believe the forethought on that is that we actually pull them out of our public parks
So are they out then? They are out in a park?
So-
Police or something?
So just to be fair, can we make that, if we're not gonna do that in the future, can we make that application change so that we're not asking the applicant? And for that purpose, how many were requested?
What do we put on there?
I can't remember, it was anywhere between 8 to 12, I can't remember what it was, because they're rather large tables and we generally encourage people to bring their own chairs anyway for the main event. I think it was 8 to 12, I can't fully remember.
Okay, so for this application, I would support moving forward with providing the benches, and then the next application that comes forward that doesn't have a box that you check, probably would make the most sense. That's my opinion.
I appreciate it. I mean, that'd be great for, obviously, for helping us set up, but, obviously that'd be great by us, but whatever you guys feel comfortable with. But yeah, that is in the future, that we should take that off.
So, does anyone want, is there any other discussion or questions?
So for
Trustee
point of clarification, what I'm hearing, I guess I heard two different things. That staff is requesting that we have two full-time, or two officers on for the entire 10 to 6 portion of the event, or not.
That was something that was suggested for purposes of the event. They have come back and requested in lieu of having officers present to attend to the event to provide for private security. And so that request is being submitted here to the board for your consideration, because this has not been explored, to my understanding, before with this group.
Okay, so I guess I was a little confused before because I was told that the police officer, the chief did not recommend that we needed the 2 officers during this. But anyway, that's fine, it's neither here nor there. I would question though, why we would need 2 police officers at 10 in the morning. I quite frankly, I'm curious why we would need 2 additional security, whether it's police or private, for this event or any other street event that we have in Shorewood, but I guess that's.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have no problem putting some security out there, absolutely. Just peace of mind and keep an eye, keep a presence. For us, it's actually important just for, not necessarily for the actual security, it's more for people coming in and out with booze. We don't want to get in trouble for that, and we don't want anyone else getting in trouble for that.
And then my second part is, and I can understand that's a distinction, so if we're talking about bouncers or people that are, like that's a different issue than public safety. I
Yes.
personally do not believe in hiring private security for the public safety for the rest of Shorewood. I mean, those are different things. This is, 2-pronged, it's A, to cover you guys, so that, and also so, that you don't have people bleeding into the other areas and causing disruption. So, anyway, it's kind of a tricky thing if we're going to talk about privatizing public security. That's a completely different conversation that I'm not really comfortable having at this moment.
And that's kind of where I was going with a lot of this, because it does kind of set precedents, so I think it just needs to be discussed and outlined first.
Trustee Mender?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the special event application, the short-term cabaret license, and the extension of premises for 3 Lions Pub to hold the 2018 World Cup event for Sunday, July 15th, 2018, from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. And I'll just put in, including the recommendation from the Planning and Development Department, including the recommendation from the Public Works Department, noting that Oakland will be closed from the edge of Kensington up to Glendale, and recommending that 3 Lions provide private security for the event.
Anything about the picnic tables?
I don't want to do picnic tables.
I can take it or leave it, you guys. I appreciate you looking out for us. I do appreciate the President looking out for us on that front. So it was something that would have been nice if possible, but again, it comes down to what you guys feel is fair.
Okay, we have a motion, do we have a second?
So the motion is for private,
Oh, should we repeat?
it's for private security, not for public safety
Yeah.
overtime officers.
And the same amount the same number that, just a replacement? A minimum, there's a number in
There's
there?
no number in
Okay.
there.
I would, yeah, just leave it up to their discretion.
Or at least 4 to 6, you know.
Okay, do we have a second? Or do you want us to read it back?
Does the copy that you have of the recommendations, because I know we spoke to, with Sarah today, and we've reduced the bathroom, we've taken into account all the others, because we're putting those porta potties out there, so we're doing it in line with, that's in there, is it right? Right, I'm not saying anything else, John, it's not debate.
I'm not following.
It's what's in the recommendations,
Yes,
I wasn't
correct.
sure which one you got. The bathroom facilities, just making sure that we were bringing in the same, the porta potties, the hand towels, and,
Yeah.
just,
So we have a motion on the floor, is there a second? Okay, any discussion? Trustee McKay?
Yeah, I'll vote no on this because I would support the recommendation of public safety officers, given that that's what we have at our disposal at this time.
Trustee Buckles?
I'm gonna vote no for a different reason. I would agree that this event should go on. I don't believe that we should require them to have additional security, whether it be public or private, and I do not. And on that note, I would not want us to move down the road of calling, or, I mean, we have to be nuanced here, of private security.
I'm also going to vote no, because I think, first of all, we don't know what this private security consists of. He's indicated $100 people. You pull off the street, what their stand, there's no standard for the level of professionalism.
but let's also take into account, let's take in some reality into this. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, Shorewood, a square mile where the police officers are around, and we have precedents of the events, but not one issue. You know what I mean?
Point of clarity, could we define private, I understand what Trustee Bachhorst is saying. She's looking forward for the next people and
Yeah.
requiring private security. The operator has.
No, I don't, I'm sorry, that's
Oh,
not
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying. I don't believe in replacing the public entity with a private, if we have police officers for public safety without, let's just get extreme here. And I wouldn't assume that you guys would use the Hells Angels or anything. You know,
That's funny, Nathan.
I was going to use you, Tommy. I think I would need to see the amounts on the door.
Let me rephrase.
No, I'm not messing with you.
And maybe I asked the motion, the maker, just for point of clarity. What I hear is exactly what Trustee Bachhorst is saying, that the people that would be required are not replacing public safety. Public safety is there because the police officers are already on the job to protect all of the residents of Shorewood. So when you made the motion, from the discussion, I heard that it was with people for crowd control or whatever you want to define it as the operator has defined it, which is private people that are brought on by the operator to not take the place of public safety, but to do extra things than normal staff at an event for that private. So is that a correct, I mean, what is private security as the maker of the motion?
Well, he's already saying that he's gonna have
Right.
visits, so I just, you know, I mean, I think given that we're having a large crowd event,
Private control.
you know, it makes sense to, and mostly to keep alcohol, you know, from staying on the premises and leaving the premises and, you know.
Thank you, because I think we're gonna end up voting by just not having clarity on that term, right? So if what I'm hearing in motion was, and of course, if this person who made the second doesn't agree, let me know, but it's to not to do everything recommended in the memo, with the exception of the police officers being on overtime.
It's everything except the police officers and that it says Oakland will be closed Kensington to Cornerstone driveway, and we've talked about Kensington all the way up to Glendale, so put that in there too.
Thank you. And with the acknowledgement, I know this isn't part of the motion, but of, that there's gonna be extra staff for crowd control. I don't know how to formalize that, so maybe I don't know what we need to do to clarify that.
Appropriate event staff to
Appropriate
manage your
vigilance.
events. I mean, like, I'm not, like,
I understand what you're saying. So is there? would
Yeah,
you-
appropriate big staff to provide vigilance.
I think you're both saying the same thing. I
Yeah.
just wanna make sure that
right, it's,
the intention is the
I
right
don't
word.
understand, I don't know, I made a motion, you know, if people don't want to vote for it, that's fine, let's vote, and someone else can make a different motion. I mean, I don't understand, is it semantics? I don't know, I don't understand what the objection is, but.
I think maybe,
Trustee Warren.
sorry about that. I think maybe it is a little bit semantics. I guess what I would want to be sure of is that whoever you're hiring is not coming in and performing some sort of pseudo police function.
Oh, no.
But really just meant for
Bouncers,
crowd control and
bouncers,
to make the event run
Yes.
smoothly.
Yes.